India is gearing up for what could be one of its largest defense purchases in the years. The Defence Ministry is set to review Rs 3.25 lakh crore proposal to procure 114 Rafale jets next week. If cleared, it will move to the next stage, formal negotiations with the France. The timing is significant. The DAC meet is scheduled just days before French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to New Delhi. The move underscores deepening Indo-French defense ties while signaling India's intent to rapidly modernize its air power. Under the current plan, the IAF would get 88 single-seat and 26 twin-seat Rafales. Around 80% of the jets are expected to be manufactured in India under the Make in India push. With advanced sensors, long-range missiles and multi-role flexibility, the Rafale remains central to IAF's immediate combat readiness plan.
We need Rafale because we don't have the numbers in the Air Force right now. Our sanction strength is 42. Our desired, as per the capability enhancement report, which was released a couple of months ago, is 65. We are currently at 30. And our depletion rate is such that next 10 years, if we don't induct anything, we'll be down to 20. So we need more than 2 squadrons every year over the next 10 years to just be able to get to 42. So the strategic significance of Rafale or anything else that we choose is, unless we induct an aircraft of this type, we will be left with a very depleted and hollowed out Air Force. In that sense, we need a Rafale or Rafale-like platform if we wish to remain a credible air power. Comparing Rafale and F-35 is slightly unfair because Rafale is a twin-engine medium-class aircraft and F-35 is a fifth-generation single-engine aircraft. In terms of plane capabilities, F-35 is more capable. It has stealth, the sensor fusion is better, and when armed with American weapons, it is noses ahead of Rafale. But in our context, when we compare Rafale with F-35, we have to figure out that Rafale is available and F-35 is not.
Defense planners have stressed that bolstering aerial capabilities is essential given evolving regional security challenges. The urgency is also driven by numbers. The IAF currently operates around 29 fighter squadrons against a sanctioned strength of 42. The proposed deal is also designed to expand domestic aerospace manufacturing capacity through technology transfer and local production. In the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, the focus now lies on the faster response, deeper strike range and sustained air dominance.
During Operation Sindoor, Rafale has played a significant role wherein it has managed to hit number of targets of Pakistan, especially on 6th, 7th night, the 9th terror infrastructure, and thereafter on night of 9th, 10th May, wherein it could hit the 11 frontline airfields, and Pakistan air defense was totally neutralized. Now, as far as India is concerned, we need 42.5 squadron. However, after MiG-21 has been decommissioned, India is only left with 29 squadron, and therefore there is a requirement of immediately procuring more fighter aircraft. And considering the plus of how it was a force multiplier during Operation Sindoor, the government is now deciding to go for 114 Rafale. Once Emmanuel Macron, the President of France, will visit this week or especially after about few days, end of this month. It's a big deal. It's about 3.25 lakh crore, but it's going to be a force multiplier. The reason is simple. The Rafale has outplayed all the aircrafts of its generation, especially the Pakistani JF-10C and JF-17 during Operation Sindoor, wherein it could hit with impunity, whether it is on 6th, 7th night when it had destroyed the Pakistani 9 terror infrastructure, or on 9th, 10th when 11 frontline airfields of Pakistan were destroyed.
Beyond capability, the deal carries diplomatic weight. Stronger defense ties with France will help India diversify suppliers and retain strategic autonomy.
In some ways, the United States sees France as a competitor. The United States and France have never had a very cozy relationship, even though both are members of NATO. For some time, France had quit the integrated command of NATO. It used to be based in Paris, and I think then it moved to Brussels. So they've had this kind of thing where France tries to practice what I would call sovereign autonomy. Look, we like the Americans. You've been our protectors. You were involved in liberating us from Germany during the Second World War. But that doesn't mean we'll be your chamchas forever. Essentially, if you look at it, the United States is fighting many wars across the world. It has many enemies. It gets involved wherever it can. France, which has one of the world's largest military industries, is not fighting any war. They're supplying stuff to Ukraine, that we all know. But in war with Russia, much as they boast about it, they can do this, that, and the other. As far as West Africa is concerned and Central Africa, France has been booted out. They've been thrown out, and we are told, the Americans have something to do with it. France played its role in stabilizing West Africa and Central Africa after the Second World War. In fact, the only reason why France, a defeated country, got a permanent seat in the UN Security Council is because they were able to tell the rest of their bosses in the United States and Britain that, look, you leave Africa to us, West and Central Africa, we will keep it on the side of the so-called liberal democratic powers. Now, America feels that France is trying to flex its muscles in the region and follow a foreign policy that sometimes is independent of what the European Union and NATO wants. So they want to cut France to size. And I believe this controversy about the Rafale aircraft and so on is part of that larger picture.
As India moves close to its fighter gap and boosts domestic production, this procurement could reshape both Air Force's combat strength and the trajectory of Indo-French strategic cooperation in the years ahead.